All right, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone had a great Christmas. I only got one gift this year, but it was a nice one. My dad got me a nice acoustic Yamaha guitar. It's very nice. Sounds great. Probably the best gift I've had in fucking years. But that's it. I got one gift this year, and I'm so fucking happy I got it. It's so awesome. I love playing this fucking guitar. But yeah, first I want to talk about the Star Wars box office drop this weekend. I know this movie's going to make $1 billion. It's getting real close to it anyway. But not including Christmas, it had a 77% drop, which is like crazy. But if you include Christmas, it's only like a 55% drop. So it's holding pretty steady with that Christmas boost because everybody wants to go see films on Christmas Day because there's nothing else to do. And the multiplex that's right next to my house, which is only like a 10-screen theater, has 5 screens just dedicated to Star Wars right now. So, theaters trying to get as much money out of that movie as possible right now. And it's going to make $1 billion, but fuck that movie. I still don't like it. I don't hate it, though, I really don't. I'm just so over it. I'm so over, like, the Star Wars thing and everything. But, I'm a DC fan. I'm a DC movie fan, and there's bound to be people that love The Last Jedi. There's just bound to be people that fucking love this movie. And all I gotta say is that I know how you feel. I know how you feel. You love a movie that everybody fucking hates. I get it. I've been there. I fucking get it. But it doesn't help me get over my problems with the movie. I got a lot of fucking problems with that movie. I won't stop thinking about how bad it was to me. When I saw it that one time in theaters, it was just so bad to me. But anyway, looks like Justice League is gonna finish with like 650 million. Star Wars has already beat that. Fucking ridiculous, man. And it doesn't look like Justice League is going to be in theaters for much longer. That 10-movie theaterplex, that's not even playing Justice League right now. The only theater in my area that's playing it is like a big, giant 20-screen theater, and it's only playing Justice League like in one theater. So, the movie's fucking dead. But I'm probably going to go see it one last time this week while it's still in theaters and then wait for that Blu-ray. Start editing that junky music into it. I've already started editing the Chinese copy of the movie I have. There's an HD copy of Justice League on the internet. It looks great and it only has Chinese subtitles. That's it. It's a great looking copy. Some audio bugs in it, but it's good enough to practice on. So when I get that Blu-ray, I'm going to know exactly what to do. I'm going to know exactly what music I want where, and yeah, get done real quick like. But another thing I want to talk about, and this is like the main thing I want to talk about in this video, is this top 10 list that IMDb put out. The top 10 movies of 2017. And I've read 3 articles about this, and each article is complaining about this list. Saying, oh, do you believe this list? It's atrocious because it has Justice League on it. So let's read the whole list from 10 to 1. So here's the top 10 list from IMDb. At number 10 is Blade Runner 2049. Haven't seen it yet. I'm a big fan of the original Blade Runner. I'm a little sad I didn't get to see that in theaters. But I'm going to definitely get the Blu-ray and watch that, so for sure watching that. At number 9, Thor Ragnarok. Didn't see Thor. Not going to see Thor. If that's the best movie this year. I mean, that's like one of the top 10 best films this year, I guess. A little bit questionable, but alright. Alien Covenant is number 8. I fucking loved Alien Covenant. I don't know what people's problem with the movie was. I felt it was a lot like Ridley Scott's Alien, only like scarier, and Ridley Scott directed Covenant. The tension between the two robots, Dave and Wallace, I think the other one's name was. Oh my god, I forget the other one, but same actor playing 2 roles, and there's this tension where he's teaching him how to play a flute, and you think he's going to shove the flute in his head. And, it's a great scene in the movie, and it's really good. If you haven't seen that Alien Covenant movie, watch it. It's solid. A great addition to the Alien franchise, But yeah, number 7 is Split. Great movie. Great movie. The guy who played Professor X in X-Men First Class and Days of Future Past, he plays this psycho and Split as a split personality disorder, and he has like 10 different personalities in him, and one of them he becomes a monster in the end of the movie. Spoilers. His arms grow and shit. It's fucking creepy ass shit. He gets like superhero powers, and the movie, spiritual successor to Unbreakable, M Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable. I think M Night Shyamalan directed Split too, so he did a great job with this film. He's still a good filmmaker. Yeah, he's made some stinkers, but Split was not one of them. Split is a great film. I really enjoyed watching that. And number six on IMDb's top 10 films of 2017, Justice League. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. They know. Star Wars is nowhere on this list, by the way. Star Wars came out in 2017. It's not on this list at all. That's amazing that Justice League is on the top 10. That's just great. I really enjoyed the movie. I can't wait to buy it on Blu-ray and watch more of it. Can't wait to make my own edit of it. Can't wait to continue to be a fan of this movie for a while to come. I like the movie. They give us a director's cut. I'm gonna love it. All down to that. They give us that director's cut. I'm gonna fucking love this movie. All right, number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Didn't see it. Not gonna see it. Can't believe it's on this list. Right? I have no problem with Justice League or Alien Covenant, but like Thor Ragnarok and Guardians, I have a problem with. Yeah, fuck those movies. They're literally the same movie. Thor Ragnarok and Guardians, it's literally the same movie. It might even be the same fucking writers. So that's amazing. But above Guardians is Logan, and Logan was a great film. Wolverine film. Hugh Jackman's last Wolverine film. I'm happy it's above Guardians. Let's just say that. Like, Logan was a great film. Got all the praise it deserved. Great ending to the movie. And really, that's all that really matters. Like, how do you end your movie? If it ends great, then people are going to remember it for being great. So Logan did a great job with that. And it deserves to be on a top 10 list somewhere. But number 3 is Beauty and the Beast. I saw Beauty and the Beast earlier in the year. God, the film's overrated. That film's overrated. So boring. So boring. The animated movie was way better. Way better. It was shorter. Like, they add another, 30, 45 minutes in this fucking movie that don't need to be there at all. And it's not because I hate the actress in the movie, Emma Watson. I don't hate her. I mean, I love Harry Potter. I love those movies. Hermione, she's great in that role, but God, for some reason I just didn't like her in this movie. And, I just liked her better in Harry Potter. It's like the last good film that I liked her in. But yeah, Beauty and the Beast is number 3. Go figure, right? But number 2 is Wonder Woman, man. Fuck yeah, man. We got 2 DC films on this list. IMDb's list is mostly comic book films. Well, they're all genre films, first of all. They're all genres. Blade Runner is a sci-fi detective thriller. Thor is a comic book action film. Alien Covenant's a horror action film. Split is a horror film. Justice League is comic book action epic. Guardians of the Galaxy is another comic book action. Logan is a dramatic comic book action film. Beauty and the Beast is a fantasy musical, Wonder Woman is another comic book action film. And, that's what every article has a problem with this top 10 list. Is that it's mostly genre films, not a lot of independent films. And it's just like, well, make an independent film that's better than these films, all right? And then you can put them on the list. How about that? You got a problem with it. Find an independent film that's better, that entertains you more than these films, right? Isn't that the fucking point? I'm probably not going to be doing a top 10 list like this because I don't felt like I've seen that many films this year. It's something I hope to change next year. I'll be doing a New Year's resolution video and stuff. Hoping to get some more stuff done next year. Watch some more movies, get back into the movie zone. Because I used to watch a shit ton of films, and it just slowed down last year because of school and fucking life and stuff. All these films on this list I've seen except for the 2 Marvel films. I've seen Logan, and I've seen every other film. So Wonder Woman number 2. Wonder Woman's at number 2, by the way. And yeah, I love Wonder Woman. It's a great film. Can't wait to watch it along with Justice League when I get Justice League on Blu-ray. But anyway, number 1 on IMDb's top 10 is It. Now, this is like one of the few reviews I've done. Like, this is one of the few movies I went out and saw, and I liked it. They did a few things that were really weird in the movie, like the garage scene where he's like a giant, like, monster thing in their garage, and he stopped. Like, that was like the weirdest moment of the movie to me. Yeah, it just like pulled me out of the movie. But the movie was really good. Like, I liked it a lot, and I understand why they put it number one. It was the best horror film of the year, and it wasn't too scary. And it wasn't that scary at all, really. I mean, it was a lot more scary than the original, for sure. The original TV series wasn't that scary. It was more like creepy. It kept you up at night. But this one, you got a couple good jump scares, and it flowed real nicely, and I like how they left it on a cliffhanger for the next movie. Well, it's not so much cliffhanger, but it's the same exact ending as the TV series, essentially, where the kids defeat Pennywise in the sewer, and then they all make a pact to never forget. That's essentially how the first part ends in the TV series. So, can't wait to see the second part. It was a great first movie. To make a two-parter, you got a great first fucking film. And they did a great job on this one. And it definitely deserves a spot on everybody's top 10 list. It is that good. Can't wait for the second one. I mean, that's the best thing you can say about a movie, so you can't wait for the next one to come out because the first one was that good. I have no problem with this top 10 list. I think all these films are fine. I would have took out those two Marvel films and put in something else. That's just me. But yeah, I don't know, like Slash Films and Den of Geeks, like they have major problems with this. They're all comic book films. It has an awful lot of comic book films. It's like, aren't you guys like fucking nerds? Don't you like this? That genre films are getting recognized? Like the only like genre films, that fantasy and superhero films that have ever won Oscars are Return of the King, Lord of the Rings, and The Dark Knight. Those are the only fucking films that win Oscars. Those are the only comic book fantasy films that win Oscars. Except for Suicide Squad, of course. We all know Suicide Squad is an Oscar winner. Hair and makeup, motherfucker. But yeah, comic book and fantasy films, they don't get a lot of recognition. But we had a lot of good ones this year, and some bad ones, but like a lot of good ones. And yeah, who cares if they made a lot of money? If the films are entertaining, like that's like the main goal here, right? If they're entertaining, they make you think a little bit, they make you feel something. That's what more can you ask for, right? Can't wait to see Blade Runner. I think that's the only film on this list that I haven't seen that I want to see. I don't really want to see Thor or Guardians. I don't want to see that. Just not. I'm never going to be in the mood for that, But like Blade Runner, I definitely need to see that. So sad I didn't get to see that in theaters. Definitely want to go see that. Yeah, but that's the list. What do y'all think about this list? I don't have a problem with it. I like all these films for the most part. I like that they're mostly comic book films, genre films, And, I hope more people do more lists like this, because honestly, who watches, like, art house films that are like an hour long, If you're doing a top 10 list, try to make a list of fucking movies that everybody has, like, seen. Or, like, the likelihood of people seeing these movies are pretty high. You know what I'm saying? What sense does it make to give awards and shit to films nobody has seen and nobody has any interest in seeing, right? But, if you've seen a lot of indie films and people are going to like them if they just watch them, then yeah, talk about them. But if they're like a 1%, only like 1% of the audience is going to like the movie, like, why even talk about it, Like, make a different list. Make your top 10 indie films of the year, Make a different list. Top 10 films of the year have to be films that most people have seen, right? That's how I think it should go. And then you could do a top 10 overlooked films that a lot of people haven't seen. There you go. There's no problem with this list. I can't... It's funny how the John Campions and film journalists, they'll shit all over IMDb all the time. You can't trust their scoring systems, and you can only trust Rotten Tomatoes, except for when the audience scores on Star Wars are saying the movie's shit, right? Then you can't trust Rotten Tomatoes. But yeah, I just want to talk about this list because I was reading articles and people were shitting on IMDb for making this a top 10, and I agree with the top 10 list, for the most part. These are the movies I would probably put in my top 10. I would probably take Guardians out, and I put King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, because I love King Arthur, Legend of the Sword this year. That movie was fucking awesome. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. The movie was fucking good. It was fucking good. And I would take out Thor Ragnarok and I'd put in Atomic Blonde. That movie was fucking good. It was a great action film. If you haven't seen Atomic Blonde, go see that film. Probably one of the better badass action movies with a female lead ever. So good. So good. But yeah, that's what I think about it. What do y'all think about this list? Let me know down below. You got your own top 10 of this year. Let us know. Hope everyone had a great Christmas. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.